Should I tell the people?
Let's save that story for later.
Acidic? What is it? Acidic Blast?
Yeah, acidic
First of all,
blast.
it sounds like a Baja Blast from Taco Bell or something.
Yeah.
Acidic Blast. Like, what a name is that? And it's like, it looks like if there was like a power plant explosion and then acid ooze started taking over the city.
Yeah.
Like
That's
in a movie.
actually more charitable. I was gonna say it looks like if you leave pee in the toilet.
Okay,
too
no
long.
one wants to hear. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Can we edit that part out? I like my story better. Okay, so pardon the finger. I can use it to point. Okay, as you see, this acidic blast. sorry to edit. It's not my favorite. It literally looks like sludge. So when we told our kid, we were like, "Oh, this is a car we might buy you." She was like,
The younger one.
The younger one. She was like, "Not in that color." I was like, "Don't worry, not in that color." So I'm not really even sure why this color is an option. I think that might need to be just.
But what do you think of the overall?
Okay, I just had to say, I don't need you to be my director.
That's
creative
literally
director.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
Oh, okay.
I don't need it. I can direct myself.
Okay.
But other than the color, like if this was in like a darker red or a black or a dark gray, I think it would look like really good. I love the gray. Not the gray.
The
What
black. We know our
I was
colors.
actually not even saying color. I was actually thinking grill and then gray came out. I was thinking black grill and I said the word gray, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But I love the like black accents, like how the grill looks pretty tough.
That's
and
the
then,
XSE.
Yeah,
trim.
oh, I like that then.
Yeah, I like it too. I think it looks better like
And
this.
I like how the Toyota badge on the front is like so dark and like.
I don't know why it's not blue though. Usually the hybrids are blue.
Oh, is it an error?
I don't know. Well, Toyota badges usually have a blue outline when they're hybrid.
I like it though. Is it blue on the back? Maybe?
No,
There's no blue, no indicator anywhere to anybody that this is a hybrid.
except on the rear where it says hybrid.
Oh, well that's enough then. I love the black. It's like two-tone.
Yeah.
I like that. Is
yeah,
that the XSE?
Yeah,
or?
it's XSE. It looks good like this.
Yeah, it does look good. I really like that. Is that a sunroof?
Yeah.
Oh, I just now noticed.
Yeah,
that.
this is a loaded XSE.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the headlights. They're kind of like long and fun.
Yeah,
Like-
and the daytime running lights look good too.
Yeah, I like it. So I have no complaints here. I love the way it looks.
All right,
Do you
except for
agree?
the color.
Except for the color.
Main complaint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Oh no, I think it looks fine. It's a little like just normal. There's nothing that stands out, but it looks good enough.
But I mean, I don't think this is like supposed to be a standout car, is it?
No, not really. But I mean,
I
there's
think
some,
it's just like a good, reliable.
yeah. But
littler
like the
kinda
Mazda
SUV.
CX-30 is really pretty, and the Subaru Crosstrek looks cool. The Honda HRV
But I don't
is
know that
ugly.
it's not pretty. I mean, I
No.
like the way it looks.
Okay, you would put it up there with the Mazda
Yeah.
CX-30. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I like the way it looks. I don't think a car has to be like crazy. Like I said, I don't love crazy looking cars, so I actually like it.
Okay.
So no one cares what you think.
All right. Let's check the car.
I like it, Toyota. All right, look at the back. So
Yeah.
here we are at the back. Now this does say Corolla Cross. It's like 2 words. You said it was 1 word.
Oh, I thought it was 1. Okay, I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong. I still don't like it.
Well, it's still dumb.
It's still a terrible.
Yeah.
The rear lights are kind of
Yeah,
boring.
the rear is
The rear is a
definitely
little boring
more
to me. Yeah, but I mean, I like the side, I like the front, so I won't complain here, but I do think the rear is a little bit boring. Let's open it up and check cargo.
Yeah.
Does it have automatic?
Well, this is fully loaded. You're about to be happy
Now
in
look,
this
I
class
can't-
of vehicle.
Open it like I would. Then I have to go lefty, which I am a
You
lefty.
are a lefty.
Okay, but I do like pretty much everything with my right,
Okay,
except
just open the freaking door.
they might be interested in that.
No, they're not. You have to pull. You have to. What are you pressing?
Oh.
My god.
You know what? No one needs your sass. It's different places for every car.
This is true.
Why is your backpack back here every time?
Because it's my camera
This is
bag,
pretty
and I'm
good.
holding a camera.
Oh, my back. My back.
You,
Okay, I
You're
got it.
just saying your
I got
back
it.
is
Oh.
messed up, and you're
Oh.
climbing into the car.
Oh, it's a little. I thought my head could go in there, but it couldn't. It's not a huge space.
It's 21 cubic feet in this because the hybrid raises the floor. It's 25
Why does the
in
hybrid raise the floor?
for the batteries.
They take up floor space.
Yeah, they have to put them somewhere. It's not magic.
Put you somewhere.
Very funny.
Did you like that comedic pause? It's not bad though.
I probably edited out that comedic pause.
That is so rude.
So the regular one has 25 cubic feet.
Oh.
So it's actually pretty
And
good
this has
for
20
the class. This is
what'd
like
you say?
21 and change, I think. It's
Oh.
less than 22.
But that's not too. I guess that's not
No,
too bad.
that's more normal. That's like the CX-30 is like just at 20. The Crosstrek's around
like
20,
I think it would
21.
be. You mean the normal, like the not hybrid? There's a not hybrid.
I mean,
Corolla
it's
Cross?
normal for this class of vehicle.
No. But you said the normal one has 24.
25.
25.
Yes.
The normal.
The non-hybrid one.
Oh, there's a non-hybrid Corolla Cross.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I would get the hybrid though, even though you lose a little cargo space.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I
The
did too.
gas mileage is exceptional.
I did too. Because I mean, I do fit back here with your annoying backpack. It's just like not aesthetically pleasing.
Well,
for
it's
the video
there for the
purposes.
camera and also to show a relative amount of space.
I know, but I like it. This is pretty good. Not bad.
It's not bad.
And it has an electric thing.
Yeah, that's pretty good
Electric
for this
liftgate.
class.
Yeah. All right, let's get out. Oh, back. My back. It's okay, guys. I'll survive. Does it close by itself?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I feel like a lot of cars at this price point like don't do that.
Not many do. I think the Mazda does. That might be the only other one.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. So
Or
good
maybe
job,
some of the
Toyota.
Hyundai Kias. They're always putting
Good
value
job.
in there.
So I don't disagree about the styling. I think the Corolla Cross is, it looks fine. It's not like outstanding or something, but it looks decent. But that's not what I'm here for. You're here for all the subjective stuff, all the opinionated stuff, and I'm here for the factual stuff. So this is the hybrid. This is the XSE hybrid, which means,
Another way to say that is you're here for the boring stuff and I'm for the fun part.
yeah, you're just here to be eye candy, and I'm here to deliver the actual
Yeah,
information. All right.
exactly.
So this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder. It's got 196 horsepower and 139 pound-feet of torque with the combined 4-cylinder and hybrid motor. Now, the exceptional thing about this powertrain is that, in my opinion, driving it around, we like Toyota hybrids a lot. Toyota hybrids are sort of like the best on the market. I feel like that's kind of accepted when you're driving a Toyota hybrid. It's just awesome. This one is rated at I think it's like 42 miles per gallon in the city. When we were driving it back and forth every day to work and stuff, I was easily getting 45 and 46. Like I was exceeding the miles per gallon. Then we drove it on the highway. Basically, we're at the end of the week and we're just under 43 miles per gallon, and we drove it super far. We're going to talk about that in a second. So for a powertrain, for the sporty model, it's got enough pickup. It's a CVT, which is what Toyota usually does, so don't expect anything crazy here. But the efficiency of the engine, to me, this is the biggest selling point of this car, is that you have a good, decent sized small car, small crossover with really, really good efficiency. So if gas is kind of your priority here, especially if you drive in a more urban city, suburban environment, this is absolutely the biggest point of this car is the powertrain, because you're going to get awesome fuel economy in this thing.
So I was putting away a coffee cup. It shattered in my hand. Blood everywhere. Hunks of skin flapping as they do. And I had to take a little trip to urgent care on Friday night to get a little glue, a little splint that I had to wear for 4 days so I cannot bend it so that the glue doesn't, and the blood doesn't. And
I think you also need to specify that this happens. Accidents happen quite often with you.
I don't bust my finger open all the time, but I am accident prone. That is facts.
So I was not at all surprised to receive.
Yeah, and he was not helpful
Not surprised.
because he was not home. He was picking up my mom from the airport.
Yeah, I was doing nice.
And I was
lifting.
like, I'm bleeding everywhere. I need help. And he's like, I cannot help you. And I'm like, I'm aware of that. I just needed to tell you. I really just wanted moral support. And basically,
Sorry.
you said I was overreacting.
You were. All right, on to the
Okay, on
driving
to
experience.
the reason we are here. But it couldn't have just been this weird,
Well, yes, obviously.
And I'm going to point a lot to, reinforce my...
Well, you might as well make
My
use
thinking.
of it.
Might as well make use of this giant finger.
At least it wasn't a middle finger, because then we get demonetized and it wouldn't be our fault.
It would have been my fault, you're right. So we have the Toyota Corolla Cross. Is that two
Hybrid.
words?
Hybrid.
Pardon me. Is it the Corolla
No,
Space Cross, or is
it's
it Corolla Cross?
Corolla Cross.
All one word. Okay.
Yeah, for
So,
some reason.
I don't love the name. The
No.
Corolla Cross.
They're
is kind
just
of like,
capitalizing on Corolla.
yeah, I don't like it. Why? Because Corollas are
Yeah, it's
reliable. And,
known. It's a long-standing name,
okay.
famous
yeah.
for reliability.
I'm gonna say I don't like it, but I do like the way the Corolla Cross. I don't like the car. I don't like the name. I do like the way the Corolla Cross drives. I think it has a nice smooth drive. You drove it on the interstate yesterday.
Yeah.
And said it was pretty good. It's comfortable. It's a perfect car. Like you said, this would be a car we would get our daughter when she can drive when she turns 16.
Yeah, this is a really good first car.
Yeah, like it's a good first car. It's a good, it's not big. It's not super roomy. We had 4 people in here yesterday. I had to sit behind you. That was special. Do I turn here?
Yes.
Yeah. I was about to say no.
Well, we haven't
bad.
done one of these driving
It has been a little
reviews
bit.
in a couple weeks.
And I had to sit behind you. I'm 5'9", you're 6'6", and we could fit. I mean,
We made it work.
We made it work for an hour, over an hour in the car. It wasn't the most comfortable thing, but I wasn't like squished. So you could fit 4 people in here if you needed to. But I think it drives really well. I have no problems really at all with it. It's got good pickup. The brakes are smooth. I enjoy the way it drives. And like I said, I wouldn't personally drive the car, but like we would get it for our kid, or I think it'd be a great car for like a kid learning to drive, a kid going to college,
It's a little floaty as we see going over those bounces.
Is that bad? I don't hate floaty though.
No, you
doesn't
like
bother
it.
me.
I don't like it all that
Yeah.
much.
Well, no, they're not asking you right now.
We'll talk about it more when
this
it's
is my time.
my turn.
The one thing I will say is the gas mileage is super impressive. We've had this car for a week. Was it full when we got it?
Oh yeah.
Completely full when we got it, but we've driven all week, and then yesterday we drove to Emerson, Georgia for a volleyball
They
tournament.
have no idea.
I'm about to. It doesn't matter if they know where Emerson is. The point is, it's like over an hour each way. So
Yeah, it's far away.
yeah. And we made a trip in the middle to Marietta. We came back. Like, we've been a lot of places in here, and we still have like
It's like a third of a tank.
I'd say a quarter of a tank. It just
we're
went
down
down.
to a quarter.
It just went down.
Oh, perfect timing.
Quarter of a tank of gas. But still, that's pretty impressive for all the driving that we've done. So the gas mileage is super. So whatever the like hybrid, and I love a hybrid. I don't love a full electric. They make me a little nervous, except for that one with that gray steering wheel.
The Ioniq 5.
Take a moment for the Ioniq 5 steering wheel.
Yeah.
But I really like it. I think the hybrid part of it's great. The driving is great. Can I talk about like the steering wheel and the things I like about that?
We'll save that for the interior.
Save that for later.
Yeah, which may be coming up, or you might have already seen it.
But
Movie
driving
magic.
wise, and can I say the seat is not too bad. It's pretty comfortable actually.
No, it's pretty squishy.
My back is bothering me right now. I've done something to it.
Accident prone.
So if I'm a little slow getting in and out, you know why. But the back, I was just noticing, has pretty good lumbar support. Because that's right where my back is hurting, and it actually feels pretty like
Which
I feel like it's taking care
because
of me.
my back's not so great either, and I always turn up the lumbar.
I feel like it's taking care of me. I feel like it's like being a supportive friend.
Well, it's kind of a good way to describe this car.
Yeah, really?
A supportive friend.
Yeah, thank you. Not a fancy friend, but a supportive friend.
No, it's definitely not a fancy one.
A supportive friend who gets good gas mileage.
Yes.
Yeah.
An efficient friend.
An efficient, that's a good word. An efficient, supportive friend.
There you go.
With a terrible name.
With a terrible name. So Gertrude, the
Yeah, like
efficient,
maybe we need to go
supportive
by the
friend.
middle name or something.
Yeah.
It's like the kind of friend you call by your middle name because it's the first name that's not good. Corolla, like who came up with that?
Some product planner who
That
should
product
be
planner needs
fired.
to be, yeah.
Just kidding if I know you.
I was gonna
Sorry-
say we don't want to
sorry,
really,
Toyota
we're not in
guys.
the business of getting
Yeah.
people fired, but
Probably
you might
someone
want
I
to
know.
like go back to the drawing board. Why would it be someone you know because you know Toyota?
Because I've met people on press stuff.
Yeah.
And they're probably like, don't give Jack any more cars.
But we like the car.
Yeah.
No one's gonna not buy a car because they don't like the name.
No.
It's
no.
just
probably
mine.
the same person
there's
who
a
came up
Toyota.
with Grand Highlander.
And our kid has one of our kids have a Toyota.
Well, yeah, we own a Toyota.
We own a Toyota, and now he's talking about getting this for our other kid. And she was like, "Nah, that's fine as long as it's not this color."
Well, they've already seen a lot of it at this point.
Oh, so they think I'm right. I
yeah,
think
we
they
don't
think I'm
lead
right.
with the driving part.
I don't pay much attention.
So you don't watch our videos?
No, that's a
Okay.
lie. I watch my videos to see how cute I look.
Oh, right.
And how funny I am. I fast forward through your parts, but
Right.
sorry. I'm just kidding.
You're not kidding. Okay, so I don't think anyone gets into a vehicle in this class and expects it to be like an amazing handling vehicle. And as the enthusiast dad side of this channel, I'm not approaching it that way. Stay tuned for one of our upcoming videos for maybe the ultimate enthusiast dad car. It's the Civic Type R. But when you're driving the Corolla Cross and XSE, two things stand out to me like right away. The first is that the steering is a weirdly kind of quick off center, and my thought here is that maybe because this is the XSE, which is supposed to be the sportier version, they're trying to make it seem a little artificially sporty by having the steering be kind of quick. I don't hate it.
What does that even mean?
It
Like
means that
off-center?
when you turn the wheel off center, this car reacts a little bit more quickly to a smaller input than a car with sort of slower, lazier steering, where you have to turn the wheel more to get more of an input. This car reacts a little quicker.
Oh, you don't have to
Yeah,
show
which
me.
is unusual for this class. It's kind of unusual for this car. And my complaint here is that XSE trims on a lot of Toyota vehicles tend to be pretty good, and there's a noticeable difference. The Camry, even the Highlander, and the Toyota Sienna. Go check out our last review of the Toyota Sienna, where I praised, in a minivan, praised the ride handling balance, which I thought was absolute perfection for a minivan. This feels really soft to me. It doesn't feel like the XSE trim is giving me any sporty benefit. Now, you didn't mind that.
I didn't,
because-
but now that I'm trying to film you, we are pretty
See, yeah, there you go. Like, this car moves around a lot, and it tends to rock, which if you watch this channel, you know I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that. Now, on the highway, we drove a very long way yesterday, over an hour each way. It's very comfortable on the interstate, where most of your comfortable. Comfortable. It's very
There you go.
comfortable. Comfortable.
We don't need to pronounce comfortable.
Very comfortable.
That's not what I say. You say
usually
comfortable.
it's comfortable.
Whoa, whoa.
See, there you go. Now, there's a big bump
Sorry,
coming
guys.
up here with the
Oh,
bridge,
okay.
and you can see that there's just a large undulation.
Ah!
Like,
I just cut your head off.
right, and that's the thing. If this was XSE, I just expect it to kind of be buttoned down a little bit more, and it's not. And so now you might not be worried about that. You might get this car for the hybrid efficiency and the XSE styling, which is nice. It does look good like this, and we've already talked about that. But from a handling standpoint, it's not my favorite. Now, one other thing I do want to mention from my sort of more technical side of things is I used the adaptive cruise control a lot yesterday when we were on that long car trip, and I feel like it's noticeably improved from some of Toyota's previous adaptive cruise control systems. Our daughter has a RAV4. We gave her a RAV4, and it's got kind of one of the early adaptive cruise
year is it?
systems. Well, it's the current gen
Oh.
RAV4, but hers is a 2019, I think. It's the first model year. And I don't love the adaptive cruise in her car. It's not super
Yeah, I don't
smart. She doesn't have the lane tracing, only like the lane alerts, you know. This one, all the same buttons and the same sort of graphics, looks very similar, but it works a lot better. It's one where you can kind of lightly take your hands off the wheel. It'll maintain the lane. It doesn't fuss at you too much when you're taking your hand off the wheel for a second. So I like that. It's pretty functional. So that's something to pay attention to. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, very comprehensive, very solid, and it makes this a very safe car.
I think you're going to be kind of mad when you look at this footage.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Nothing like when I go to edit the footage and
It's
I'm like
just so bouncy.
moving all over the place.
Well, it is, and I just need you to know that I really am trying my darndest over here.
Right. So, you know, to sum up this, I think if you would just want a daily driver to get from point A to point B,
That you're not going to film it.
Yeah, not film it. Well, and you're not filming yourself. Yeah, you're not filming yourself.
Because I didn't notice the bounciness until I was trying to film it.
Yeah, and now
So it
you
didn't
do.
bother me.
As the driver, it's not so bad, but I do think it doesn't feel as sporty as an XSE trim should, and that, you know, might lead some people to go XLE. I don't know, but the styling is pretty great. So take it for what it's worth.
XLE is the luxury, not the sport.
Yeah, take it for what it's worth from an enthusiast dad.
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 You say it like you're a cool dad?
I drive a
Dad.
Jag.
No, you don't.
Top Gear fans, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so the interior, it's not bad. It's kind of like, I feel like a cocoon, which I don't hate. Like, I feel like,
It's a small car.
yeah, but I don't hate it. It's a small car, but like I have plenty of leg room, and I like to drive way far back. The steering wheel is pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's, I mean, I don't
It's
hate
all
it.
small, which I like.
You like a small steering wheel?
Yeah, it's
I like a
sportier.
fat steering wheel, but we disagree on that. But I think the inside, I think the screen looks good. I think the buttons are good. I mean, it's like I said, there's nothing fancy about it. So if you're looking for is the would you say the one there's like a fancy one?
The XLE,
Does that look fancier?
not particularly.
Okay,
I think this is the way to go. Loaded XSE.
so it's not fancy, but like if I was getting a car for my kid, I don't want she doesn't need a fancy car. I want a safe, reliable car.
Yeah, we wouldn't get a loaded one
That's
for
like
a
a
kid.
good size,
We'd just
yeah.
get a XSE or something.
But I mean, I just think I think it looks good. I really like it. And the seat, like I said, the seat is really,
Yeah, the design is not bad.
yeah, I don't hate it. What are the little stripies in the seat?
Just cool.
Are they though?
But-
I guess they are. I don't hate them.
It's up to you.
I don't hate them. And it fits the stand.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
a little
good.
tight on space.
It's a little
but
tight because
yeah.
the cup holders are a little tight. But it does fit the Stanley. And I do like the sunroof.
Yeah, it's got some good options at this price
Yeah,
point. I'll
I
talk
like it.
about those now.
All right, now I know that I don't have a lot to add here because you already talked about all of the interior stuff. And the interior's fine. It's functional, it looks good enough. Materials are okay, although they kind of cheap out a little bit here with the fake stitching to match the soft stitching there. It's a cheap
It
car.
looks fine.
It's
You're
fine.
being picky.
I'm being picky. Well, you know, we'll get to the price of this thing at the end, and maybe I'm not being super picky, but in general, it's pretty good. Now, you do get, because this is a loaded XSE model, you get the 8-inch infotainment screen, and Toyota's new infotainment system, not as new now, but it's still going, and it's really good, easy, user-friendly, easy to connect. Hallie connected her phone so she could listen to Taylor Swift at volleyball, you know, matches. And you also have heated seats, you have a sunroof, you have a digital display. That's actually really nice, even though this is getting up there in price because this is loaded. Having a 7-inch digital display as opposed to analog gauges is a nice touch. You know, you get the power lift gate, you get the JBL audio system. So like, this thing has a lot of options. It is a little bit expensive for this class of vehicle, but like you're also getting a lot of options in addition to the hybrid powertrain. So I think it feels like it's giving you, you know, enough for your money. The other big thing is this is running Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. We use the adaptive cruise control and some of the other like safety features on a long car trip to volleyball. It works really good. It's also, I believe, an IHS whatever, Insurance Institute of America, like the IHSS Top Safety Pick Plus.
Oh,
So
that's good to know. Is that why you said you would get it for our kid?
well, yeah, we would get this for like Hallie when she's of driving age. This would be on the table, mainly because you can't afford a RAV4 anymore because they're so freaking expensive. Ella got a RAV4 because in that time period you could actually afford one. But this is a good, safe vehicle with a decent amount of technology for the price. And the fact that it's running the new infotainment, you get the heated seats and stuff, that's a nice bonus in my opinion. I was gonna say something else, but then I realized I would mess up the transition. Let's just magically transition to you.
Okay. So here I am, driving behind what I would be driving.
This is where our drive, like, because you and I have the same driving position, because you have long
Which is fine.
legs, and so
I do have long legs
the
and a short
seat
torso.
is where we would have it.
Yes. And it's not comfortable.
And how tall are you?
5'9".
Yeah.
Round it up.
Can I fit there?
No.
Yeah.
Can we try?
I mean, later.
Just
How about
for-
we just show them right
just
now?
for jokes? Okay.
Right now. Right now.
Right.
Right now.
Is that a transition?
That's a transition, yes. Which you just killed it because you said, is that a transition?
Honey, you're supposed to get in the back seat.
Yeah, so like many cars in this class, me sitting behind myself
Can you even
is
do it, though?
not, no, I mean, it's like this
you literally-
Subaru Crosstrek Mazda CX-30, the only one, if you're wondering, I'm 6'6". If you're a new viewer, hello, I'm 6'6". The only one in this class that I can comfortably sit behind myself, Honda HR-V.
Yeah, but you can't even get in this one. I feel like most
No.
cars you can at least get in.
No, I couldn't really get in the Crosstrek or the CX-30.
Oh.
The CX-30 might be the worst. The CX-30 is tiny in the back if you don't move the seat up for us. But the Honda HR-V, I can sit behind myself, which is pretty incredible.
So my legs barely fit. Like I said, I do have long legs, but the seat is comfortable. I will give it that.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
fine
think the seat is
if
comfortable.
you're sitting there.
Yeah. So you can fit four Pete.
Four Pete? Four Pete?
I don't.
Georgia's going to have a 4 Pete national championship?
Well, facts, but I mean, we'd have to have a 3 Pete before we can
Well,
have
yeah,
a 4 Pete.
we gotta win
You're
out this
jumping.
season.
You're
Yeah.
jumping ahead.
Yeah. College football, sorry, we're obsessed.
You could fit 4 people here, but I wouldn't do it for like a 6-hour trip or something.
No, we did it for
Unless
one.
they were short people, small people, young people, whatever.
That was enough.
Yeah. But the seat, I do think it's comfortable. I
Yeah.
do think it's comfortable. And there are a couple of cup holders back here. There's 2 here. There's 1 on each side. So cup holder wise, it's good. Look, it tells you. That's funny. Those bottles, not those.
Well, they can't see that. But
I just noticed that. That's kind of
Yeah.
silly. You know what is roomy back here though? Is the head space.
yeah, it's got good headroom.
Yeah. Like I feel like there are some cars where I'm in the back seat and I'm like, but I don't feel like that here. I've got a lot of headspace. Headroom. Headspace?
Well, that's good.
Headroom.
Should we sum up?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, before we get to your summary, let's talk about the competition briefly because this is a highly competitive class of vehicles. So you've heard us mention some of these other vehicles a couple times. The key competitors here are going to be the Honda HR-V, which is bigger than this, has more cargo space, and it drives a lot better in my opinion. but it's hideous. I can't stand the way the HRV
It's
looks. I
hideous.
hate the front end of the HRV.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, I really don't like it. And so that would be kind of a non-starter for me. Then you have the CX-30, which is beautiful, is the best driving vehicle in the class, but is also the smallest and has the least amount of cargo space. But the price here, $35,000 for this loaded XSE starts to get close to that turbo CX-30. So if the driving experience is your number one thing, the CX-30 might be the way to go. Then you have the Kia Niro, which is about as efficient as this, and it looks interesting, I guess you would say. You didn't love the way it looked. I did like the way it looked, but it doesn't really offer you anything more in the driving experience. You're just getting a lot of stuff. It's kind of loaded. It's got a lot of tech for the price. So that one you might want to compare back to back with this and make your choice. The new Hyundai Kona has been redesigned to be bigger. That one supposedly, it's not out yet, haven't tested it yet, supposedly is going to have 26 cubic feet of cargo space in the back, which is
that's
a
a lot.
lot. And it's going to give you something like a 12-inch infotainment display, which is huge inside a vehicle like this. So stay tuned for that. We'll review that. That's definitely a compelling option. Best all around, personally, this is my opinion, tell me if you agree, I still kind of like the Subaru Crosstrek. It drove well, it was comfortable, it was loaded with stuff, cost the exact same amount of money. It has all-wheel drive, it has more ground
Oh,
clearance.
I just cut your head off. Go, keep going. Sorry. That would
Okay,
be
yeah,
helpful.
we're in the middle of this long take and you're just
I
like,
know, my back is
I-
killing me today. I'm doing the best I can, honey.
Okay. So personally for me, I would probably take the Subaru Crosstrek over this because it was reasonably efficient for a non-hybrid. What about you?
I don't know. I really like this one.
So you might lean
I-
towards Corolla Cross Hybrid.
Maybe. I really liked it.
Okay.
But I like the Subaru too.
Okay.
I'm just not as picky as you are. I don't
Well, then
think.
tell us what you think about this.
Overall, all right, so we're talking about exterior. I hate this color. I love the front. The back is meh. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
Okay. Without the
Exterior
color,
styling,
I would give it
7
probably an 8.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, you go to 8 with the color.
The color is just so bad. I can't. It's just so bad. So I give it a 7 with the color, 8 with a better color. Got it? Does that
Dude,
does
are
that
you
make
talking to
sense?
the viewers or
No, I'm
me?
asking you. I'm asking you. Does that make sense?
I get it.
The
I live with you.
interior, now, looks wise, I'd give it like an 8. I like it. It's not fancy, but I don't think it's meant to be super fancy.
Sure.
It's a reliable, useful car, and I think that's what it's meant to be. So I appreciate that it's doing what it's meant to be. The space wise, I'm gonna give it like a 6. It's real tiny. But is it meant to be big? I mean,
No, but the other cars like the
Are a
HRV
little
are
bigger.
a lot more efficient on space.
yeah. So space wise, like a 6. So if we want to combine interior, I guess I'll go like a 7.
Okay,
Is that
split the
good?
difference.
I'll split the difference. Yeah.
All right.
So I think it's a 7. But again, I think it does what it's supposed to do. It is not a fancy car. It is not. But it's not meant to be. So if you're looking for fancy, this is not your gig. Driving wise, I really like it. You say it's floaty and it's not sporty, and I don't care. I would give it like a 7.5.
Okay.
So overall, I really like this car. I like it. I think it's great for what it does. Like we said, we would give it to our kids. So I like it.
Yeah, it's very
Good job,
safe
Toyota.
too.
Look,
I've
I
already
can't do it.
talked about that at this point.
I can't do a thumbs up.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I tried. I like it, but the name is. But I guess that much is too late to change that.
So endorsed by you minus name and color.
Yeah, Corolla Cross and Acid, whatever, Baja Blast. This is terrible. So those two things I dislike. But overall, it's a great vehicle. Check it out. Okay, so for the Megan minute, is it more than a minute, or do you cut it to be exactly a minute?
No, I don't cut it to be exactly a minute. Why are you wiping your face in the
It had
middle
an-
of the sum up?
I wasn't wiping. I had an itch.
That's what we do for a take 2.
I had an itch.
Okay. Let's do a take 2 of that.
Take 2. That was take 1. This is take 2.
Oh my god.
With the fat finger. Get it? Funny? Okay. Oh, it's like a fat finger you get at a baseball game.
Okay, this is supposed to be take 2.
Okay. Take 3.
It's like take 9.
You're take 9. Okay. I
Oh my God.
You know, I
Give me
think
your
this
chest.
is very
Okay.
unfair is that your shots always look great. And then when you get to me, you have a hard time.
you have
and
a
my
better-
shots look like trash.
Well, maybe it's the subject.
And maybe it's the camera person.
Maybe it's the subject.